What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Six Man Podcast. I'm your host, Phil Dunn. Thanks for tuning in today. Today's episode, I have on Anthony Pacciarelli. Ant is from Monroe, New York. He played at St. Joe's Regional in New Jersey for his high school ball, played on the Made Hoops circuit for AAU, and he's now a freshman at SUNY Orange. This will be his first year playing at the JUCO level. So excited for you guys to hear that. Just want to remind you, please follow on social media, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, at the Six Man Podcast. Like, rate, subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever you listen to the pod. Sorry about the no episode last week. I was on vacation out of the country, but glad to be back. Excited for you to hear this interview. Let's get to the interview with Ant. All right. I'm here with Ant Pacciarelli. Ant, what's going on, man? Thanks for coming on the pod.
Nothing much. Thanks for having me, Phil.
Yeah, of course. I'm excited for this. So to start, I just want to ask a little bit about your beginnings in basketball. So talk a little bit about how you first started playing, what age you first started playing at, who first put the ball in your hands.
Okay. So I first started playing around 5 or 6. I was mainly a football kid growing up, and I was always on the bigger side. So everybody was telling me you gotta play basketball and stuff like that. So I finally decided it. My dad. He was pushing me to play a lot, so I was playing, and then I got really good, and I just took it up as my main sport, and that's kind of how it happened.
Did you have anybody in your family that was a basketball player that you kind of looked up to?
No, not really. My dad was the only one that really played, but he didn't play serious. He just played for fun, so nobody else in my family really played. But now my sister plays, my brother plays, everybody plays in the household, so.
So I know you're from Monroe. Did you grow up playing at the Monroe schools before high school, or were you always in a private school?
No, yeah. Up until 8th grade, I was in Monroe. Those are definitely some fun times. I mean, all my town friends, we were playing basketball, CYO. We were playing modified, so it was definitely, those are some fun times for sure.
That's the best when you're middle school age and you're playing with everybody on all these different teams AAU, Rec, CYO, modified, all that stuff.
Yeah.
So when it came time to decide which high school you were going to, what made you choose SJR? And did you have any other options on the table? Were you looking at any of the other the Bergen County teams Bergen Catholic, Bosco, any of those schools?
Yeah. So I was looking at Bergen Catholic and Don Bosco, and obviously St. Joe's coming out of my 8th grade year, and I kind of just had a sit down with me and my parents, just thinking where would be the best situation for me academically and athletically, and it was just I thought that I would have the most chance to shine at St. Joe's, and it was just overall just the most I guess it was the easiest place to go. My dad works right across the street from St. Joe's, so it was transportation wasn't a problem, anything like that, and that's pretty much it.
Talk about your experience at St. Joe's. What was it like actually playing basketball? Once you got there, how many years were you on varsity for?
So I started varsity 3 years, and my sophomore year, freshman year, I played freshman and JV a little bit, and then sophomore year I got called up to varsity and stuff like that. We were pretty good my sophomore year. We made it to the state semifinals, and we lost to St. Peter's Prep. And then my junior year was we lost. We had just 2 returners on my team. My junior year, me and this other kid, Jameer Joseph. And it was just a little new coach, a new head coach and stuff like that. So it was a little bit of a struggle year, so to say. I mean, record-wise, we weren't bad, but we just weren't where we wanted to be. And then I would say my senior year, we definitely picked it back up. We made it to the county championship. Was a 3 away from winning the county, and then we just kind of fell short in the states. We lost in the quarterfinals to Seton Hall Prep. It was definitely a rough way to go out, but we definitely had a good season last year. So.
And I know you played on the Made Hoops AAU circuit. What was the name of the team you played for again?
East Coast Cyclones.
So talk a little bit about some of the similarities and some of the differences you see between playing high level AAU and then high level high school as well.
So I mean, I was extremely lucky to be on a very good AAU team. We were very structured, so it was very similar to high school. Like we had our plays, and our coach was extremely good. So we had like the structure, and everybody played really well together. Like I mean, we played extremely like well together, and we only like met each other. Like first day we met each other, I just instantly clicked. So I mean, that's the best team I ever been a part of, chemistry wise. I still say that to this day. I mean, I love those guys. I still talk to them every day. But I would say some differences. It's definitely faster pace in like the AAU side because New Jersey, there's no shot clock, so it was definitely a little bit like a slower game in high school, and then it's definitely a change in pace in AAU.
Do you have any thoughts on there being no shot clock in New Jersey?
It's terrible. It's the worst thing. I mean, yeah, because my freshman year, our first game, we lost to Wayne Valley, and it was like a major upset in like the state and stuff like that. And they held the ball pretty much the entire fourth quarter. It was crazy.
It's tough to see that sometimes, like especially you get some of those like Bergen Bosco games where there's like multiple Division I guys on the court, and they're just like the last like 6-7 minutes of the game, they're just playing keep away. Like it's like not real basketball. It's insane.
They were holding the ball like 2-3 minutes at a time. Like it was kind of crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy. So again, obviously you play like high level AAU and like very competitive high school level.
Mm-hmm.
Which level do you like between AAU and high school? Which do you think like you get better exposure at in terms of like college recruitment, and then like which do you think that there's better competition at least like from your perspective?
I would say definitely AAU gets you more exposed than high school because just like they have all the live periods and stuff like that. Nobody can. I mean, coaches do come to see you in the season, but it's like not as frequent and stuff like that. I feel like the live periods is really like jam-packed with coaches. And I would say competition-wise, I mean, I would say like AAU is more well-rounded with competition, but high school definitely has like some top-heavy teams like the Bergen Catholics. Like they had some high major guys, like a couple 4 stars, 5 stars, stuff like that. So
yeah, that makes sense. So like in terms of your recruitment, as you're finishing up your high school career, finishing up your AAU career, what did your recruitment process look like? Like what coaches were you hearing from? What level did you think you were going to be able to play at? And like what was the whole process like?
So to be completely honest with you, like I was a bit of a late bloomer, so I kind of had like a breakout senior year, and I wasn't really hearing like my junior year summer. I wasn't really hearing from a lot of schools. Like I was hearing from a couple like local D3s and stuff like that. And then, like, I picked it up my senior year, and then I was looking at some prep options and stuff like that. And when I was looking at it, I heard from a couple of schools, like Division II schools, and then I was hearing from, like, the service academies, like Army and Navy and stuff like that. And then Coach Sean, I know he's been on the podcast, too. He hooked me up with SUNY Orange, and that's been it ever since.
So what made you choose SUNY Orange?
I just felt like everybody, like the coaches, believed in me. Like it was like the first time, really, in a long time where I've had coaches that I felt like fully like believed in me. Like Coach Back, I feel like fully believes in me, and Coach Ricard fully believes in me. So
it's definitely a good spot to be in. Like I feel like Coach Ricard coming back to coaching and Coach Back joining the staff at SUNY Orange, like they've done a great job with it, and have helped guys get to the scholarship level. So I feel like you'll definitely be in a good spot there. So obviously this upcoming season, first year playing college, what are some of your individual goals for the upcoming season?
I mean, the main goal is just to put myself in the best possible situation to go to a 4-year school. And then actually, I wouldn't say that's the main goal. The main goal is to win a national championship at SUNY Orange, and then that would be the second goal, to put myself in the best possible situation. So,
do you know any of the other guys on the team like going in? That's probably a decent amount of like local guys, right?
No, not really. I mean, there's only like 2 or 3 local guys. I mean, Coach Back and Coach Ricardo did a really good job recruiting. So we got a lot of people from the city. We got a couple kids from Florida and stuff like that. So I think it should be a fun year.
Have you guys started like workouts and stuff?
Yeah, we've started some workouts. So yeah.
How's that going so far? You
It's
think
been
you're going to
good.
be contending for a national championship again?
Yeah, for sure. I think so. I mean, I just love the energy. Everybody's high level energy, and we're just feeding off that. So,
So obviously deciding to go to a JUCO and staying home, do you think that there's like benefits to that in terms of like just being able to focus and lock in on basketball without some of like the other stuff you'd see in college that could be a distraction? Like, is it easier just to kind of put your head down and work, especially because you're in an environment where like everyone kind of has the same goal of trying to get to the next level?
yeah, I mean, for sure. I mean, yeah, me and my teammates are in the gym before practice, and then yeah, we're trying. I mean, I'm local, so I'm not staying anywhere. I can go to like my local trainer that I train with, my guy Steph. I can go train with him, or I can go train with like a couple of my friends that are still local. So I mean, I feel like it's the best case scenario for me because there's no, like you said, there's no distractions. Like there's nothing I really got to worry about besides basketball. So.
What do you think you like personally need to work on the most or like show the most while at SUNY Orange to like prove you could play at the next level?
I would just say that I got to show that I can be more of a leader. I would say that a lot of coaches are looking for that, and I just got to be able to be like that coach on the floor and just be able to like reel my teammates in, like when it's things are getting tough or when things are getting going good, just exploit that and just keep the high energy up. So I feel like that's the biggest thing for me.
Describe your game a little bit. Like, are you more of like a forward or like a guard or just like a wing in general?
So I would say in my earlier years, I was more of a forward, but I've kind of made that transition into like a guard slash wing. So like my AAU season, I was playing the point for my AAU team, and then now I would say I would see myself at SUNY Orange more in like the 2 or 3, but I'm never afraid to go inside. So like I could play down in the four or something like that. Like I'm not, I'm interchangeable. So.
And what's like your play style like?
Um, I mean, I try to be a 3 level scorer. I mean, I try to get my buckets from three, mid range, attacking the basket, and then I just try to get others involved and stuff like that. I try to play hard as I can, just give out all effort, and then yeah,
I mean, that definitely goes a long way. Like, obviously, there's skill at every level of basketball, but usually, like, what makes people stand out is like how hard they're willing to play.
yeah.
Um, if you were trying to like pitch yourself to a college coach, what would you say are like your biggest strengths as a basketball player and as a person in general?
I would say my biggest strength is just my ability to work and take criticism. I would say like I never shy away from criticism. Like I think that that's the biggest thing in order to grow as a player. So I'm again I'm willing to work on anything that I need to work on. So I feel like that's the biggest thing for me.
So essentially being coachable, which is like a
Yeah, I
coach's
mean, yeah,
dream.
coachable. Yeah.
Yeah. That's like a coach's dream. Like having a kid that's like naturally talented, also works hard, and can also take coaching. That's kind of like I said, like a coach's dream.
Yeah.
Um, what do you like most looking forward to about this season?
Uh I would say just the ability to showcase myself. I mean, I really haven't been in the area like locally that long. So it definitely feels good to be like back in like the local area and playing basketball locally, and so I can get my name more like known throughout like Orange County and stuff like that. Because I've been gone for a while. I've been in New Jersey and stuff like that. So I feel like that's the most exciting thing for me.
Is there anything like specific that you would be looking for in like a 4 year college? Or like in terms of like how far away from home it is, or like do you have like a level you have your mindset on? Like obviously I'm sure you're always gonna strive and work towards the highest level, but is there anything that's like a non-negotiable for you, or you're just trying to find like the best fit for you?
I mean, yeah, I'm just trying to find the best fit for me. Preferably, it would be somewhere warm. I don't really like the cold in here, but like it doesn't matter to me if I'm. It's just the best fit. So
Yeah, I don't
yeah.
blame you with that. All right, last question I have for you, Ant.
Okay.
If you could go back in time, obviously you're still a young guy, you still have a lot of
Yeah.
basketball left in front of you. But if you could go back in time and give your younger self advice in terms of basketball, what would it be?
I would just say, that's a tough one. I would say just stay in the gym. I mean, even when things get tough, you always got to be like persevering. Like when you don't want to work out, you got to work out. That's like the best days to work out is when you don't want to work out. So I feel like staying in the gym and staying focused on your goals is the best thing. Like that's the best advice because I mean, sometimes you definitely get sidetracked from your goals. So I mean, just staying, you always need someone there to like remind you, just like, this is what you're focused on. This is your goal. You got to get there. I mean, to me, I felt like that was my dad. Like he's been very like, focused on my goals. Like I feel like his goals, I mean, my goals are his goals as well. So he's been my like day one, so to say, with the basketball stuff. So.
Are you excited to be playing like close to home so that he could like probably go to as many games as he possibly can?
Oh
Still?
yeah, no, he's gonna be at every home game or any game that's reasonable time like travel. So he'll be at every game that he can travel to. So
Did he? I forgot if you said. Did he ever like coach you as a kid?
I mean, like we used to like train together. I mean, we still kind of like sometimes we have a couple of, like training sessions and stuff like that. But he never really coached. He was just like, he was always that parent that was just quiet on the sidelines and then yeah.
Yeah. All right. Thanks so much for your time, man. I appreciate you coming on the pod.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you for having me.
Of course. Thanks again to Ant for coming on the pod. Thank you for tuning in to listen, for the continued support. Once again, if you could please follow on social media, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, at the Six Man Podcast. Like, rate, subscribe, follow on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever you listen to the podcast. We'll be back next week with another episode. Thanks.